magic at IT at AMP. And the person that's responsible for organising social media cafes at AMP. We're here to learn about media, social media, or collaborative media, or sometimes called social networking technologies, in an informal environment. I asked Toby Marshall, or I recommended him to the team that put together the planner conference earlier in the year, to go and talk to the planners about how LinkedIn can in fact help them to build their businesses and build their, I suppose, their lead generation, quality leads, because a lot of research tells us today that people don't trust big brands and advertising as much as they trust their family and friends and referrals. Over to you, Toby. Take us into a new world of connectedness.
I've been to about 25 conferences on social networking in the last 2 years. And every time I go to them, someone puts up a slide that looks like that. Variations on that theme. And what does the average business person who's busy, running a small planning practice, or an executive running a financial planning or a financial strategic accounts, whatever, what happens when they see something like that? Yeah? They're like rabbits in the spotlight. They freeze. There's too much choice. 300 shiny objects all running around the place. Have I chosen the right one? Should I be on this or should I be on that? The good thing is that if you're only on one network, that network is LinkedIn. It's designed for managers and professionals. It's designed to generate leads for business, sales leads for business. It's designed for careers and jobs, networking, and so on. Think of LinkedIn, think of social media, and we've got to call it social media because that's what the name is. Think of it like owning your own niche newspaper. So you decide what content to put in your paper. You decide who gets your paper. You decide how often they get it. You decide how you deliver it. And I'm suggesting LinkedIn is a good delivery platform. You decide how much time to put in it, how much money to put into it. Think of it as your own newspaper. And today we're going to be talking about the foundation stones of your newspaper, how you build those, and then how you broadcast it out. Don't think of it just as networking. Think of it as going out to the world, publishing something you want the world to know. Why social networking? First of all, it's free. Even the paid versions of LinkedIn are very cheap. It's permanent. It means you can stay in touch with people. So you went to school and university. You can stay in touch with people because they've got a permanent address, there are contact details. And that will become more and more the truth. All of you younger people that are on Facebook know that's true. That's your prime record source. That's where everybody is. Keep Facebook and social. And if you're going to have the drunken party photos like my daughter and my son, then you really need to have two profiles. Tapping into networks, this is where it gets very exciting. Here's my connections. And it very rapidly becomes powerful. So 740 first level connections as of today. Now, that gives me 97,000 people that I can reach through a friend of a friend. Now, I've either met everybody in that group, or I've spoken to them, and just recently I started adding people who, when I speak at a group like this. So they all know me. But of those, I actually personally met 600 of them. So, think of the power of a single referral. Then you get to the 5.6 million, a friend of a friend. Now, about 2 years ago, I went to London, and I wanted to meet some strategic marketing people in a really narrow field of marketing. And through a friend of a friend, and through a friend, I met 2 people, and I only had 100 connections back then. And had 2 great meetings. One of them bought me a very nice lunch, which in London is quite an expensive exercise, and we're still doing business. LinkedIn is fantastic, even if you have 100. With 740, I can reach practically anybody in any country to do almost